Small town, USA. We are still in New Jersey, and the town we're going to explore today is Patterson, New Jersey. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and get involved. Patterson, New Jersey was originally founded in 1792 by Alexander Hamilton through the Society for the Establishment of Useful Manufactures as the first step in implementing his plans for a national hub of industry. Patterson, New Jersey is a city that holds a unique place in American history. It was here, in America's first planned industrial city, that the Industrial Revolution got a foothold in the New World. Centered around the Great Falls of the Passaic River, Patterson pioneered methods for harnessing water power for industrial use. In Patterson, many of the manufactories that enabled the young United States to become an economic player in the world stage were established and promoted. This area was first inhabited by the Lenni Lenape, followed by Dutch settlers in the 17th century. 14 Dutch families established themselves here, later dividing up their 100-acre plots of land into smaller farm units. Almost 80 years later, in 1792, the area would be transformed due to the vision of one man, Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton, the first Secretary of the Treasury, was determined to create a new industrial city that would rival the great manufacturing centers of Europe. He saw the potential of the Great Falls of the Passaic River and envisioned a city that would harness the power of the falls to drive the machinery of industry. This was the entity that in 1792 purchased 700 acres of land above and below the Great Falls and established a society for establishing useful manufacturing. SUM was the first state-sponsored industrial corporation in the United States. It was chartered by the New Jersey legislature to encourage the development of industry in the state. SUM built a raceway to divert water from the Passaic River to power the mills and factories that would be built along its banks. The raceway was an engineering marvel, a 5-mile-long canal that dropped 75 feet in elevation from the Great Falls to the mills below. The water power generated by the falls and the raceway was used to power the machinery of the mills and factories that would make Patterson famous. During its boom years, the city became known for silk mills, which gave it its nickname, Silk City. Patterson is known as the Silk City for its dominant role in silk production during the latter half of the 19th century. It has since evolved into a major industrial, commercial, and residential center. Patterson is also home of the third largest Dominican American community in the United States, after New York and Lawrence, Massachusetts. In the 2000 census, 10.27% of residents listed themselves as being of Dominican American ancestry. The Great Falls Historic District is the most famous neighborhood in Patterson because of the landmark Great Falls of the Passaic River. The city has attempted to revitalize the area in recent years, including the installation of period lamp posts and the conversion of old industrial buildings into apartments and retail venues. Many artists live in this section of Patterson. A major redevelopment project is planned for this district in the coming years. Patterson was the site of the historic labor unrest that focused on anti-child labor legislation and the 6-month-long Patterson silk strike of 1913 that demanded the 8-hour day and better working conditions. Today, Patterson has a population of approximately 145,000 people and is the third largest city in New Jersey. The city has a rich history and impressive architecture, including St. Michael's Roman Catholic Church, individual residences such as Lambert Castle, and the East Side Park Historic District. Paterson, New Jersey has a lot to offer in terms of cultural and recreational attractions, from historical sites to family-friendly attractions. Paterson has it all. It's a great place to visit or live for those interested in history, culture, and the arts. Stay safe, stay secure. I hope to see you for the next episode in this series, where we learn more about the history of another small town or village in New Jersey that also played an important role in the history of the U.S. If you're curious, the next town we'll explore is Haddonfield, New Jersey.